Hi there, beautiful soul. How are you today? How are you feeling? So in this beautiful video, I keep getting this gorgeous analogy of what life is here on earth. And what keeps coming up is, when we travel. And so you pack your suitcases all ready for this gorgeous trip and you go wherever it is that you're going to go. Say you're going all around the world to all these other countries. And usually what we do is when we go to other countries, we buy what's called a souvenir, something to help us remember that place, remember that experience. And so many times we drop off a lot of the stuff that we've got in our suitcases and we come back with our suitcases full of these beautiful souvenirs from all the beautiful places that we've visited. Now, what's been coming up a lot lately is that this is very similar to the soul when it comes here to earth, that comes here with these empty suitcases. And as it goes through its gorgeous experiences here on earth, it collects all these beautiful souvenirs of all the experiences that it has. But what happens when we come back home? What do you do when you get back home from a trip, when you've been overseas to visit another country, and you get back home and you've got your bags, even if they are full of souvenirs? What do we usually do when we get back home? It may not be on the first day, but eventually we unpack these bags. We empty them out for the next trip. We pack everything away. But the most important thing is that we empty out the bags. And I keep seeing this week, that this is what it is to come home, to awaken. It is to empty out those bags. Because in our childhood, these bags fill up with things like shame, with things like guilt, resentment, unworthiness, all of these beautiful things that we come here to experience. But in order for us to return home, to be with spirit, we need to empty out those bags. We need to be clear, free of all of that. Free of all these things that are not who we are. So I just had this beautiful vision of sitting in front of spirit and emptying out those bags and realizing that none of that is me. They're not good enough. That's not who I truly am. The unworthiness, it's not who I truly am. They're just part of my gorgeous human experience. And another beautiful vision that I keep seeing this week is that we are a tree. Imagine you are a tree now. And as you start off, as you start sprouting in your early years, and you have all of these experiences, but you keep growing and you keep growing higher and higher into the sky. And eventually, as you get older, you have this huge trunk, just like the trees you see. You have this huge trunk. And as a tree, you have all these beautiful branches. And some of these branches are experiences that you had in your childhood. Some of these branches are experiences that you had in your adolescence, in your teenage years. Other branches are your early adult years when you're in your 20s. And as you keep growing and you keep growing, then you'll have the beautiful branches from your 30s. You keep growing. Branches from your 40s, all the experiences that you have. And when you look at a tree, You observe the whole tree. It is beautiful. Its presence is beautiful. Every branch is a part of this tree. Every branch makes up this tree. It is not the same when you cut off the branches. It is no longer the same tree. The idea is not to cut off the branch, that we don't want to feel that pain, we don't want to feel that suffering anymore of those years of what we went through, whatever trauma it is that we went through. It's about understanding that those branches are part of our tree. They're a part of us. It's what makes us. They make us who we are. They've formed us. They've given us all the beautiful knowledge, all the wisdom that we now contain because of what we've been through. It's about loving the whole tree, all of it, without exception. Loving the branches that were made in shame, loving the branches that were made in guilt, loving the branches that were made in unworthiness. All of it is part of your human experience. All of it. Your soul chose all of it. It needed to know what that feels like. What is that like? It cannot know until you come here and you go through the experience. It cannot know for itself fully. So know within yourself that every single thing that you have been through is a branch of your tree. It is part of you. And it's not good and it's not bad. It's not right and it's not wrong. It's just the experience you came to have. When we look at it through the eyes of love and we understand that the soul chose this, it wanted to have this beautiful experience. When we remember that, then we know fully it happened for a reason, all of it. Because my soul chose it. My soul wanted to know, what does that feel like? Firsthand, not from theory, not from information, not from concept, but from experience. Everything the soul is doing here is to know from experience. That's what this beautiful body is for. That's what your beautiful senses are for. To see, to hear, to taste, to feel. To know within every cell of your body. That's what that feels like. What does it feel like to jump into the ocean on a cold winter's day? It's actually quite invigorating. If you've never done it before, I would suggest at least try it once in your life. It's really invigorating. It makes you feel really alive to jump into the ocean on a cold winter's day. And like that, we have hundreds and thousands of experiences. Yes, some of them we enjoy thoroughly, and others not so much. But they are part of your tree. They are your branches. Love them completely. Without this life, we would not be able to know what it is to be unworthy. Without this life, this human experience, there is no way you could know what it is to be undeserving or not good enough in any way. Without this life, We would not know what it feels like to be abandoned. We would not know what it feels like to be separate. That one is just completely mind-boggling to the soul. What does it feel like to be separate from spirit? What does it feel like when you believe that you are not loved? What does it feel like to not be loved? What is that? What does that feel like? And when you remember the love that you are, and you look back on that you could have that experience is a miracle. It's a blessing. It's magic. When you remember how loved you are, that you've been given this life to have this experience, that this whole planet was created for you to come and know yourself more fully. How can every day not be a celebration of life? That we are here, that we can do all of these things that we are doing, that we can feel all of these things that we are feeling. It is a miracle. You are a miracle, your life. Each breath that we receive is a miracle. Each breath is a blessing. Each breath holds the potential for you to awaken, for you to remember who you truly are. Every breath. It could be in the next breath. Because to be honest, I can't even remember the breath that I took the moment that I woke up. I can't remember it. I just remember one day being awake. And for us, what is it to be awake? So that there is no confusion. To be awake is to be aware that you are spirit having a human experience. It is that simple. To be awake is the moment that you reconnect with your beautiful soul. You realize your soul had a plan. It has a plan. And that everything that you have been through, your soul is so grateful for you. So grateful for what you've been through. All of it. To the soul, to spirit, none of it is good or bad. None of it is right or wrong. None. Every moment is sacred. Every moment the soul is extracting wisdom, knowledge. What does that feel like? What does it feel like to not be good enough, to not deserve love, when this is what we are made of? How does that feel? And in returning to the love that we are, we expand. We grow, just like we grow as little ones into adults. The soul is constantly evolving, constantly expanding, constantly growing from these gorgeous experiences from every lifetime. It gains more wisdom, more knowledge. It grows in love. It grows in peace. It grows in joy. It is so beautiful to witness, to feel that expansion within. So love every branch of your tree. Love all of it. For one day you will awaken and realize that it is all you. It is all a part of you. It has made you who you are. It has given you the wisdom that you have. Only you can speak the words that you speak. Only you have had the experiences that you've had. Only you have your energy and can connect to others with similar energy. Only you can do that. Only you have your voice. The words that you choose, the tone of your voice. You are one. You are unique. Nothing that you have been through is an accident, is a mistake, is a coincidence. Everything has meaning when you look at it through the eyes of the soul, all of it. So, my beautiful beings, we pray that this touches your heart today, that no matter what you've been through, no matter what you are going through, it is part of a bigger plan. And it is happening for your highest and greatest good. Even if you can't see it right now. I know for many of us, because I felt that way for a long time, if I saw myself as the tree and I saw those moments of my life as branches, I would have happily hacked those branches off. I didn't want them as part of me. I didn't want to remember that I had been through that. There was no way I would have been able to love that about me. But to have the courage that the soul has to come here and go through what it chooses to go through sometimes. That in itself is enough for you to love. How brave you are, how brave you have been. Know within yourself that you are safe, always. You are safe, you are safe. You are loved by spirit, you are loved by your soul, your spirit guides. They're all cheering you on. And they love every single branch of your tree. They love all of it. They love the bark. They love the leaves. They love you just as you are. All right, my beautiful beings. We love you guys. Remember to click like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the messages. And we'll see you in the next video. For me, how I see it, to be fully with spirit, to be one, is to let go of everything. Empty out those bags. To come home, to return home to spirit, is to empty ourselves of everything that we think we are. Everything we believe that we are. Let it all go. Let it all go. To be one with spirit is to be empty. Empty. Bye for now.